Alright, continuing the top 10 at each position series, today I'm going to be counting down the top 10 best shooting guards at each position. So, let's get right into it with the number 10 spot.
Number 10.
This season, Shaedon Sharpe has taken some of the flashes we've seen from him in previous years and turned it into a regular thing. He has cemented himself as a foundational piece for the Trailblazers, but for whatever reason, he's gotten benched now. So the Trailblazers really should probably look at making some sort of move so that they can get him more playing time, at least get him starting, because 22-year-old averaging 17, 2.5, and 4 on decent shooting numbers. How are you letting that come off the bench? I don't know, but
Number 9.
Norman Powell has really taken off this year. He always has been a good scorer and shot creator when he was coming off the bench or in starting roles, but he's translated his game beautifully into the bigger role he was put into this season, averaging 24 a game and shooting almost 45% from 3 on about 8 attempts. That's pretty similar shooting numbers to Steph Curry in 2016, which, pretty good, but he definitely, I think, should be the guy to win Most Improved Player this year. I know Cade is the betting favorite, but I don't think that award should be given out to first overall picks, really. But we will have to see. But yeah, great, and honestly, really surprising season from Norman Powell this year.
Number 8.
My sunshine. Derek White's true value and what makes him so good isn't really quantifiable. His fit with the Celtics is basically perfect, and he plays his role better than anyone in the league. And yeah, he might not have the talent level of some of the other players on this list, but his impact on winning is up there with people who would be at the top of the lists. And yeah, he is having a bit of a down shooting season compared to last year, but he's still one of the better shooters in the league and is on the same level defensively as he was last year, so he deserves his spot at number 8.
Number 7.
Bane has stayed incredibly consistent this season. While the Grizzlies have dealt with a few injuries, Bane has been one of the people who has been pretty consistently healthy on the team, and he stepped up when they've needed him big time. He's averaging about 18, 5, and 5. Pretty good shooting, pretty good defense too. And yeah, he's just been a big part of their success both this season and past seasons.
Number 6.
So far in Jalen Green's career, I never personally thought he was someone that would ever be able to really reach all-star level. But based off this season, it kind of seems like that potential that he has is coming to light a bit. He still does have a bit of struggles on defense and with shot selection, but he's steadily getting better, and the Rockets this season are a very good team. This past year, his play has really translated into success, and he has actually been able to close out games for Houston, and he's been much better playing off Sengun than he has been in previous years. So these improvements got him up to the 6th spot.
Number 5.
Tyler Hero had been a good player for a while now, but we've only really seen flashes of him being the player that he is now this season. And both his scoring and playmaking have improved a lot this year, as well as three-point shooting just under 40% from 3. And he does still have a bit to be desired on defense, but his improvements this year have really saved the Heat from otherwise a disaster season. Them being the 6th seed right now when Bam has been bad this year, and obviously Jimmy is doing whatever. But Hero, his improvements have basically saved their whole season. So he gets up to the 5 spot.
Number 4.
Booker has taken a bit of a step back from previous years, Although I do kind of think it has to do a lot with the weird makeup of this team, which who knows how long they're going to still be together. But he's still been mostly the same player we know, and he has taken him being forced into the point guard sort of role last year has helped him become a much better passer than he ever has been, really. But I think it's really most effective if you just have Devin Booker mainly focusing on scoring. I feel like that's mostly his strongest, like what he's best at. So him getting back into that type of situation, because right now it either looks like KD or Beal, both may, who even knows? Someone's leaving, but yeah. For now, Booker be at the 4 spot.
Number 3.
Well, Kyrie has done a good job of keeping the Mavericks competitive while they were missing Luka this whole season, basically, but now they're going to be missing Luka for a lot longer. So it's kind of going to be interesting to see how Kyrie is going to look as, basically the number one option, at least offensively, the whole rest of this year. Who knows if he'll still be here by the end of the year. Maybe he'll go up, maybe not, but at least based off what we've seen so far, he has been holding the Mavericks together. But yeah, kind of just left to be seen on how the rest of this season is going to play out for them.
Number 2.
Pretty hard to argue with Donovan Mitchell being this high, even though he has taken a little bit of a step back in the scoring aspect from previous seasons. Kind of has been for the betterment of the team, especially because Darius Garland and Evan Mobley have both had, big jumps, especially in Evan Mobley's case on the offensive side this year. The whole team basically has just come together. They're looking better than they ever have, and basically if it wasn't for Donovan Mitchell taking that little bit of a step back, still being their number one option, but not going out trying to average almost 30, whatever, they probably wouldn't have been as good as they are right now. So, yeah.
Number 1.
Anthony Edwards has steadily improved year by year, now being up to superstar status. And this year, no different. But this year, he's kind of improved in a different way than he has in previous seasons. Not necessarily taking a big jump in the stats, while he has taken a bit of jumps. Where really he has improved mostly this season is his three-point shooting. He's up to shooting 42% on almost 10 attempts. And it's really been what the Timberwolves have need. They took a big self-inflicted hit in the offseason, and their spacing has been pretty bad at points. So him kind of taking this jump has fixed a lot of those problems, even though maybe fixed isn't the right word, but helped with a lot of those problems. It would look a lot worse if Anthony Edwards wasn't shooting this well. So yeah, pretty hard to argue him being number 1. One of the best defenders in the sport. Yeah. Well, do you agree? Or did I leave anyone off the list? Drop a like and subscribe.